Hi, this is Lori Thomas, web marketing therapist and CEO of webmarketingtherapy.com, and I am representing Scheinfeld Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation to dream to plan, and we are in business. We do need to make a profit, and as a web marketing expert, it is with great pleasure that I present ways to understand web measurements to optimize our marketing. Web measurements can help us measure our online marketing, of course, but it can also help us gauge our offline marketing and make important decisions. And the web is the most trackable marketing medium compared to all the other marketing mediums out there. So when we look at ways to brand and build and boost business, we want to make sure that we're taking full advantage of what the web can do for us. This is the wild, wild web, meaning there are no rules. The possibilities are endless. We can have big websites, small websites. We can sell product. We can not sell product. We can have blogs. We can have Facebook pages. It's completely wild, wild territory. And how we stake our claim and really find our place out there in the wild, wild web has a lot to do with how we measure our success. And it starts with figuring out what's important to us, but also continually measuring what we can be looking at to understand and make our users' web experience as best as it can be, because the better we make their experience, the sooner we make more sales. What we're going to cover is Google Analytics. There's several web analytics companies, well, probably more than several, hundreds and hundreds. What we're going to cover is Google Analytics, a free tool powered by Google that anyone can put on their websites. We're going to cover what it is, what it does, and why it's important, and why you don't really need to pay the big bucks for anything else. Even if your website hosting companies say that they have website statistics included, they're not as comprehensive as a Google. We're going to learn how to set up Google Analytics, and then we're going to cover Web Stats 101 and figure out how to dissect this data. I've been an educator for years. I teach at UC Berkeley and Santa Barbara City College online, and as an adult and as a teacher of adults, we learn by doing, and everything that I learn and know about Google Analytics and every web analytics tool, and believe me, I've used the big expensive ones, it's all about rolling up our sleeves and doing and just getting in there, and we learn by doing, and the more we practice, the better we get. Malcolm Gladwell's last book called Outliers talks about how we need 10,000 hours of practice. You don't need 10,000 hours on website statistics, but the more you get familiar with it, the more you'll get a good handle of how it works. And you can't break website analytics. You really can't mess up. It's just a free tool that's available to you. So what are web analytics? They're tools to gather website statistics. We can look at the total traffic to a website. We can look at certain pages of the website. We can look at patterns that our visitors take, how they navigate our websites. Sometimes we're going to see that they only come to our websites during 9 to 5, Monday through Wednesday. Well, that might give us data that tells us to stop advertising Thursday through Sunday. So looking at patterns and trends, it's going to summarize activities like purchases and downloads, also show top sources of traffic. So if you're doing work on Facebook and Twitter and you're blogging or you're writing for other websites, your website analytics are going to show you how much traffic you get per certain channel like Google and Yahoo and other websites. They're also going to show how well things convert. There's an aspect of Google Analytics that allows you to track things down to individual goals, like of the people who came from Facebook, how many signed up for my newsletter, how many purchased. It's incredibly robust and the perfect playground to learn how to optimize what you're already doing. And when we use web analytics, we understand behavior. And as a marketing therapist, I'm in the business of listening and understanding. A lot of times I do that by listening and understanding analytics. We understand our customers' preferences from measuring data, and we look at marketing response, and those pieces of the puzzle help us best serve and support and sell. How to get started with analytics, you can go to google.com and type in Google Analytics. A lot of us already have Google accounts, whether we have Gmail accounts or we have local business accounts that are free to set up. But you just go to google.com/analytics and you are taken to the dashboard. And if you're new, you hit the Sign Up Now button, which is under the big blue button, and you follow the steps. It's that easy. You put in your website, It gives you a little piece of code. You either give it to your webmaster and say, I don't know what to do with this, or you yourself put it on every single page of your website that you want to track, and you paste that code into your HTML, which is Hypertext Markup Language, and you put it at the bottom of every page. So once you've done this, you get a beautiful dashboard. And what I love about Google Analytics is they make this friendly for real people. It's not like it's super geeky data that you have to weed through. It actually just gives you data with pictures and graphs and charts, and anything that looks clickable pretty much is. Anything that's in blue in text can be clicked on and you can drill down. So you can look at your dashboard. You can look at dips in traffic. You'll see in this webinar shot that you'll see some dips, and you'll be able to see things like how many visitors come to the website. Bounce rate is how many people come to the site and leave, what pages people visit, what areas is your traffic coming from other websites, which is called referring sites like Facebook and Twitter. Is it coming from search engines? Is it coming direct? Direct traffic would be people typing in www.yourwebsite.com. And once you get into the dashboard, to the left, there's a bunch of subsections like visitors, traffic sources, content, e-commerce, if you have shopping cart stuff going on, and goals. And as long as you click the top levels, you can drill down so you can understand your visitors. You can look down to the cities people are coming from to get to your website. And it really gives you an idea of how long people stay on your site, where they're coming from, even what browsers they're on. You may be shocked to find that you've got a ton of people on Safari, which means a lot of them are Mac users, which may define where you spend your next advertising budget. Goals are one of my favorite pieces of web statistics because all the traffic in the world is wonderful, but really it's all about quality traffic, not just quantity. So what we want as business leaders is to get traffic to our websites that actually convert. So you can set these goals up to measure how well your website is fulfilling business objectives like leads, emails, signups, or online sales. And goals show the conversion rates on your website, and it really puts a monetary value to the traffic. This is called conversion rate, and conversion rate is the percentage of people who hit a website but take a desired action. So you can measure your newsletter signups, you can measure product purchases, downloads, you can measure all of them. You don't have to pick. So you're not only able to see of the people who came from a certain website, what they're doing, how they're getting to your site, and the quantity, but you're able to see, is this traffic really worth my time? Are they taking action? And setting up goals, you just click on goals, and it walks you through the process. You click on set up goals and funnels, and you follow the steps. And either you can do this, or you can give your webmaster your login and password, and you can go ahead and have them do it for you. And once your goals are set, you're able to measure that. And this is actually a statistic from my website, from webmarketingtherapy.com, of the people who hit my website. I was looking at a certain time frame, and I had 24 people sign up for my newsletter. I had 44 people create a free account, so they wanted to be part of the Web Marketing Therapy community, and 17 actually downloaded products. And we have a ton of free products on webmarketingtherapy.com. So when I start to look at referring sources of traffic like Facebook and Twitter and anything else, I can see not only numbers of traffic visitors, but also how well they convert. So true story, when I was looking at my measurements, I write for several online publications, and I was ready to stop writing for one of them because I just looked at my traffic and went, I don't get a lot of traffic from this. But what I was able to see was that of the people who are coming from this particular website, like 20% of them are signing up for my newsletter, and like 15% of them are signing up for my community online. So it may not be a large traffic, but they're really ideal people for us to be serving. So it's not just looking at one piece of data, it's looking at it in different ways. So how do you determine if your website's successful? Are visitors staying on your site? Are they exiting the second they enter? That's the bounce rate. When you start using web statistics, you can answer these questions and understand from true behavior what people do when they get to your website, how they find your site, what key phrases they may search into the search engines to find you. That's incredibly clarifying. Sometimes you find out people are misspelling something over and over again, or they're searching for one of your employees' names because he or she's more popular than you realize. But remember, what you need to know is what runs your business first. And, you know, saying I get 10,000 visitors a month may not be the only success metric. You want to have people come to the site who are quality and make sure that you're driving the right people to the phone or to the front door, to the cash register.